Morning all, French Open 2019, we're on day 13 and it's semi-finals day. Don't often get a day with all the semi-finals, they're normally split up over 2 days. Obviously we had a day lost on Wednesday. Yesterday would normally have been ladies semi-finals and the men's today, but we get them all in one go. So let's take a look at the matches yesterday. Djokovic straight sets against Zverev. Thought that would be a little bit closer. Zverev did get a late break in the first set and served for it. Was broken and pretty much lost all heart after that. Djokovic threw in 3. Team didn't face a single break point. He had a double break in the first set, single break in the second and a double break in the third. Very easy. On to the ladies. What was Halep doing? Whenever a match is delayed, you never know how the players are going to respond to it. In this case, defending champion, world number 1, you would have expected her to deal with it at least as well as Anisimova. Maybe she just expected she was going to win and just wasn't mentally prepared at the start. She went a set and a break down. She did break back. And had a break point for a 5-4 lead, so she could have served for the second set. She didn't take it, and all credit to Anisimova, served that out. Or was it a final break? Let me just check that. Second set. Yeah, she didn't take the break point. Didn't Halep, and then was broken. In the last game, straight sets. Didn't expect that one. Let's take a look at today's. Barty, Anisimova. It's going well. It's the first meeting. Overall results favour Barty. Both are strong on clay. Barty again is a little better. Anisimova hasn't lost a set so far. Barty's lost 1. Strong match for Barty yesterday to beat Keys in straight sets. I think she got a break pretty early on and always looked in control of that one. Anisimova's really got nothing to lose here. It could be the occasion's going to get to her. It's pretty early in her career to be reaching a slam final. I think she'll be competitive. I've got to go with Barty. Barty doesn't always turn up for the big matches. She has done so far. This is for a chance to reach her first slam final, and I think she's going to take it. 1.58 is a little bit low. If we can get 1.85, I'll be taking that one. Tricky one to call. Konta, Vondrousova, head-to-heads 1-1. Konta won last month. I think that was in Rome, 3 sets. Vondrousova won on a hard court last year in 2. Overall results are close but favour Vondrousova. Clay results are also pretty even, although a slight edge to Vondrousova this season. Konta has the higher ROI. Konta's dropped just 1 set so far. That was against Davis from memory in the second round. Vondrousova hasn't lost a set. Against Konta, Stevens blamed her loss for no clay dust on top of the surface, which made it play more like a hard court. She should have realised that within the first game or 2, surely, and should have adapted to it as Konta did. Excellent serving performance from Konta on that day, and Stevens clueless. She just couldn't change a game plan. Vondrousova, I think hasn't lost a set so far. Some value on her as the underdog. Pretty sure this goes to 3 sets, and I give a slight, and it is a slight edge to Konta if she serves as well as she did in the last round. Just trying to look at the stats for the tournament. Konta's got better service hold stats in the tournament. Everything else favours Vondrousova. Very tight match. Lay the set 1 winner. Slightest of edges to Konta, but really tough to call that third set. have a look at the men's. Well, top 4 ranked players in the world made it to the semis. Nadal leads Federer 25-16. Their last meeting never actually took place. That went to Federer by walkover. Federer's won their last 5 matches. 4 of those were on a hard court, 1 indoors. Nadal leads 13-2 on clay. They've played 5 times in the French Open. Federer took a set in 4 of those, so he's got a chance to at least take a set today. Nadal's looking pretty good. I mean, he's got to be close to his best. Hasn't dropped a set, I don't think, so far. Both have held serve over 90% of the time. So Federer's got a chance to keep one of the sets close. I think he'll probably nick one. Very hard to see Nadal losing this one. Federer may be extra motivated, as there's talk that this will be his last French Open. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. We can try a lay on Nadal. You certainly can't be backing at that price. I wouldn't go crazy with stake size. Reduce some liability at 1.3. Federer's probably best chance of a set is the 3rd if Nadal goes 2 sets up, which doesn't leave us too much of a price move trading wise. Should be a decent match to watch. Djokovic and Thiem should be a much closer one. Djokovic leads 7-2. The last one was on clay last month. Djokovic won in 2 tiebreaks. Thiem's last win was also on clay April last year. That went to 3. They met twice in the French Open. Thiem won in straight sets in 2017. Djokovic won in straight sets in 2016. Overall results favour Djokovic. Both are strong on clay. Djokovic has slightly better results on clay as well. Stats for the tournament favour Djokovic. Should be a good match. Hopefully it's going to be 4 or 5 sets. Thiem reached the final last year, lost to Nadal. Also made the semis in the 2 previous years. The last 2 years he's lost to Nadal each time, and it was Djokovic that beat him in 2016. Lay Djokovic around about 1.3 to 1.35. Remove some liability at 1.7. And lay the set 1 winner. Slight edge for Djokovic, but Thiem's got a real chance today. That's it with those. Good luck if you get involved. We'll be in the chat room as usual, and I will see you tomorrow.